What's up, everybody? Day in the Life Corey back once again with another video. So today, guys, the video I'm going to do is going to be on MSMA. That's the one thing that I see a lot of people been watching the video. A lot of people have questions about it. And I'm going to show you guys the results. But first, we got to get this grass cut. Here I've been like really busy with work. Normally, I would have been treated this grass around April, May. Just hadn't had time, guys, so I just been keeping it cut. Let me just show you what happens when you don't treat your lawn. So as you can see, it's a lot of areas where it's a bunch of weeds. And what happens is it really just grows a whole lot faster than the rest of the grass. I normally cut the lawn once every week. And you know, some cases, if this was treated, I probably could go 2 weeks because we hadn't been getting a lot of rain. So just recently we got a little bit more rain. And you know, it's just make the yard look real bad. We'll go ahead and get it cut and we're gonna get it treated. But before we get all the way into the video, if you guys don't mind, hit that thumbs up for me, hit that like button and subscribe. All right, guys, so I just got it finished and doesn't look too bad, but from certain angles you can really see the weeds. Certain angles you cannot, but I mean, they're pretty bad. They're not bad as some yards I've seen. They hadn't taken over the yard because we still got a lot of Bermuda, but yeah, it's bad compared to what I normally let it look like. Normally we don't have any weeds, but like I said, busy year, which is a good thing. So from here, it doesn't look too bad. But again, like I say, I'll show you some areas. I'll try to zoom in and out. These are areas where the weeds have been pretty bad. You notice right there, big patch of weeds. Weeds, pretty much all that on the edge is weeds. Weeds. Like all that in that area is mainly weeds. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Quite a few weeds as well. Now, once you get out towards the middle right here, it's not as bad. Really not many out that way. But as you come back, you can see the weeds. And you got that one area over there where the grass look like it's been, I don't know if you can tell, but look like it's real dark green. That's weeds. As I move on to the backyard, and hopefully you guys can hear me because the area is running. One of the units running anyway. I think the upstairs unit's running. But we have some areas where you have these small areas, and you see right here in this area, a bunch of weeds. This is the back lawn. You'll notice in this area as well that the grass is hadn't really grown at all because it's been really hot. So this is nice and even. I could get away with not cutting this. And like I say, I'm having to cut the other areas. Well, I'm cutting the whole lawn just because it's weeds there. Okay, real quick, guys, I forgot to show you when I painted these circles around this area. It's like 3, one against the wall on the far right side, and then the other 2 you can see is obvious, but I'll be really using this to show you the results. All right, guys, so we're gonna get this area mowed and we're gonna go from there. So this is the chemical I'll be using. It's MSMA 6+. You can get this on Amazon. I'll leave you a link. You're gonna wanna mix this according to the directions. This is what we'll be using. I got mine from our local co-op. And I think that just may be something that's just in Mississippi. I'm not really sure. But I do know Tractor Supply sells it as well. Probably any place that sells farm equipment, I'm assuming. But I don't know. On ours, normally before we buy it, they always tell you how to mix it. And you'll notice he has 3 ounces to 1 gallon. But again, you know, read the label and mix it accordingly to what you're dealing with. As you guys can see, it is almost completely killing all this stuff. And this has been less than 24 hours. So these are the areas that I want to focus on. But not focus on, but these are the ones I want to use for my video. This is less than 24 hours, maybe right at 24 hours the next day. Okay guys, it's 2 days later and it's almost 48 hours. It's probably close to like 42 hours. I'm gonna give you a quick update. We're almost at the 48-hour mark, and that's what that one looked like. I had to shoot this a little earlier because I'm not gonna be here at the exact 48-hour period. So on the lawn itself, you see where the yellow areas are? That is where the chemical is attacking the weeds. And this really only messes with the weeds as long as you mix it right. Like right here. Another area where the weeds were really heavy. Like right here where that's changing colors and all. We might have to hit that a little bit more, but you notice that weed, it's almost completely gone. You remember this area where you had the nice grass out there and then the weeds right there? What you'll notice is real yellow right here. And this is where it's attacking all the weeds. That's the area where it was no problem. And I did spray the whole thing. Like I say, if you mix the chemical right and don't overdo it, it will not affect the Bermuda. And this is the area where you had that real green, dark green grass. It's almost completely gone. You see the transition from the Bermuda to where the weeds were. We got a little area right here that I need to go back over. See those weeds right there? So we'll hit that again. We'll do a spot treatment on those. We got some areas here as well. Started on it, but I don't think I got enough in that area. Pretty much taking all that out right there. And as a bunch of you guys know, once the Bermuda start growing real heavy, it'll choke out all the weeds. So we got these areas we got to take care of, but you'll notice all the other areas where I got real good, they took care of them, and I'll probably get out here and do that tomorrow after work. Another area, guys, where it was heavy weeds. And remember that area of the grass was just light weeds. All right, so the one area I really wanted to focus on, good morning guys, it's exactly 10 days later and I'm gonna show you some of the results. So that's one of the 3 that I initially circled, but you know, you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that paint right there, but that is one of the 3. And that's the other. And that is the other. Few more examples of what that chemical does. These are like that same type of plant that I just showed you guys. It only kills the weeds. See all that green area out there? That is actually where it's pretty much only Bermuda, and the other areas are areas that had weeds. As you can see in this area as well, guys, the goldest areas, that's where the weeds were pretty heavy, and it only attacked those areas.